saying that I hold dear to my heart is some people come into your life for a reason and others see their way out. My best friend Katherine came into my life about 5 months before I made my way to Utah. She made her way into my life at a time when a friend was exactly what I needed in a brand new state. And the same was for her. We both applied to the University of Utah and got accepted in the early fall. By early April, we had decided that we wanted to be roommates for our freshman year of college. We spent hours on the phone, internet, and on the email deciding what we would need for our first year away from home. Finally, in August, we got to meet. We knew we had a good thing right off the bat. Katherine quickly learned that I thought I could read a map, but I really couldn't. I got us lost constantly when we went out to walk the campus for the first time. We both loved to work out, so we instantly made time in our schedules to meet at the gym to work out together. We would go on runs, and we both loved to play soccer. We had a million things in common, but the 3 things that stick out the most is our love for concerts, skiing, and traveling. Katherine and I absolutely love to listen to music, especially country music. We try to go to concerts whenever we can. We've been to Kenny Chesney a few times, Keith Urban, Miranda Lambert, and quite a few more. I think my favorite concert that we have gone to together was the Spice Girls. We had decided to go while sitting at our table on a rainy December day. We looked up tickets, bought them, and we left the very next day at about noon. They were playing in Las Vegas, and we knew it was a very easy drive. One thing that we didn't look up was the weather. It started snowing about an hour into our drive. We got to Las Vegas about 6 hours later and parked at the MGM Hotel. We quickly got ready for the concert in the car and sprinted down the strip to Mandalay Bay Hotel. We thought we were so late, but really we weren't. The concert lasted about 2 hours and was honestly one of the best concerts we had ever been to. It was a blast. As soon as it was over, we walked around for a little bit and then headed back to our car. We drove home through a huge snowstorm, and it took us about 9 to 10 hours to get home. It was awful. We were exhausted by the time we got home and just passed out. It was definitely a trip that I will never forget. One of our favorite things to do is go skiing. We both learned how to ski when we could basically walk, and our parents raised us up on the slopes. We knew we had to continue these ski adventures throughout college, and man, did we ever. We have had so many adventures not only in Utah, but also in California and Colorado. Katherine is originally from Mammoth, California, so we have made quite a few trips there. Mammoth is now one of my favorite places to ski. They have the best wind-blown powder that I've ever skied. We also love to go and ski at Alta and Snowbird ski resorts here in Utah. I will especially never forget the first snowstorm we had of our sophomore year of college. We headed up Little Cottonwood Canyon later in the afternoon with all of our snow gear on. We were so excited to see and touch the snow for the first time that year. We went all the way past Alta Ski Resort and onto the dirt road that was now covered in snow. And finally, we got out of the car. We made snow angels and had a little snow fight. It was so much fun to just get out of the valley and into the cold snow. Katherine and I also like to travel. We would always try and take as many trips as we could afford throughout the school year and in the summer. We would go to places like Mammoth, Pittsburgh, Virginia, Moab, Colorado, Park City, and California. The one trip I will never forget was our trip to Santa Barbara, Hollywood, and to San Marcos, California. We decided to take a road trip at spring break of our junior year. Katherine had many friends in California, so we decided to drive on down the coast. We went to the beach, visited Hollywood, toured LA, went to Disneyland, and stopped in San Marcos for a night. It was a great trip full of fun sights and tons of talking and jamming to music in the car. It was an unbelievable trip. Katherine and I lived together for about 3.5 years and then went on our own ways. We still talk at least once a week on the phone and try to get together as much as possible. We like to go on walks and runs together at the park just to catch up on our lives. She is my closest friend that has been there for me through thick and thin, and I know that I could never get through anything without her. She's my first call when things start to get tough, or if I find a funny story, because I know that she will either laugh or cry right along with me. She is my best friend.